All right, let's take a look at a great old standard for a few different reasons. Most of all, because songs are the best way to learn music and to get your chops happening. So let's begin by just defining the chord progression and the key. We're in the key of F because we've got one flat. So that tells us we're in F. We could be in D minor, but clearly we're not. So there's my flat. Okay. All right. So we're in the key of F and there's a B flat. And now let's just take a look at the chords a little bit. So we have F chord and then 2, 5 and then 1 again, right? 1 chord. Passing diminished, we'll call it. And then the 2, 5. And now we've got this G minor. So we've just got that chromatic movement. And that's what's happening here with G minor, with the G in the bass, and then G minor with a major 7 in the bass, G minor with a 7 in the bass, and G minor with a 6 in the bass, or the lowest voice. And then the 2 to the 5, and then F7, and then chromatically down from the F7. I won't explain why, just say they're all dominants. 2, with borrowed from the parallel minor. And then we're back to F. A semitone above the secondary dominant, that's going to lead to G. Here's the G, 2 chord, 5 chord, and finally the F6, the 1. Okay, so there's a quick look at the chords. Melody up an octave. G minor with the A, because that's what's in the melody. Okay, and then we'll move the F6 up here. F with an A, we're just playing it as the F6 again. That diminished with the melody up on top. There's their C7. G minor with the B flat on top. Now we've got the major 7 on the bottom. And then the minor 7 on the bottom. And then the minor 6. Remember, and then G on top, and the 13 on top of the C, because that's in the melody, and then the F6. And here we come up with that chromatic thing. There's a little bit of wrangling that you have to do with that E flat, with the E9. So let's just take a look at that. And then the 9, F9, and then now we just move everything down a semitone, but we've still got that melody on top. And then still we have the E9, except now we've got a B flat on top, giving us an augmented chord. 7 to D, and then D7. G with a flat 5, and then a 7 on top. C7, like the beginning. Just that chromatic movement there, and C7, or the leading tone resolving to the F. Okay, you get the idea. As I said in a previous video, the idea here is to get you started on a chord melody, and making you familiar with the with not only the melody but the chord progression. Always look for 2, 5, 1s, right? So in this is very F, this tune, just 2, 5, 1 in F. And then we have another 2, 5, and then that 2 chord sort of stretched out a little bit with that chromatic movement in the. And then we have the 2, 5, 1 again, and then that chromatic movement. And then G minor 7 flat 5. I'm playing it here. And then we're back. And so on. All right, now if you want to solo over a tune like this, I think a great way to start is just by using triads, short chord forms. So the F major would be. And I'm still sort of got the melody in there. And then F chord. So you can still hear that melody. G minor. That chromatic movement. G minor. There's 100 different ways you could do that, and you know, it might take you hours to hunt through some nice chords all over the fretboard. This is where it becomes really important to put your fretboard together. You know, when you take a chord, find other regions on the fretboard where you can play that chord. It doesn't matter what chord it is. That's just G minor and C and so on. Find other possibilities, and use your ears. Keep them fully engaged. That makes for a really pretty solo. If you can learn to play in this way, all you're going to need is yourself, or maybe an upright player, and off you go. If you add a player like somebody playing brushes. It can be a lovely little trio, musical, with all the necessary elements. All right, thanks for that, and hope to see you soon.